Okay guys, it is day 2 with the Supra. I parked it last night because, well, I started drinking and I don't drive drunk. So, no fun for me in the Supra last night, but it is a new day and a new reset BAC. There she is. You know, she definitely looks odd, but you know, it stands out. I still don't like the back. I'm gonna come up with a list of likes and dislikes about the car, but I mean, it's definitely sleek. It's a sleek looking car, but I don't like the back. That's the only thing I really don't like. I just took the Supra down the street to get a wedding card for my cousin. These guys are taking pictures of it. It is eye-catching for sure. I just talked to those guys for like 15 minutes. They like the car. And they can't believe it was only 167 bucks on Toro. That's nuts. I'm gonna go get my hair cut now. That looks better, doesn't it? I look like a real human again, not just some, I don't know, Muppet. Okay, back to the Supra, and let's go over it. I don't know if you guys can hear that. There's a weird-ass vibration. Like, I think it's the cover for the trunk. Like, listen to it. Of course it's not there now. There it is. What the f*** is that? This is like a $50-some-thousand Toyota. It should not have any creaks, especially not at 4,000 miles. It took me a while to figure out how to lock the door. Like, you have to like do that. Wait, no. No? Maybe one finger? One finger. One finger seems to lock it. So one of the things that I don't like about this car is how the nav, it's facing kind of up. You can see that it's tilted up, which means that it's getting the sun glare right down onto it instead of it being folded over slightly to prevent that. So sometimes like the nav is actually hard to see, especially with sunglasses on. Something that I think is a slight oversight. Also, in terms of dislikes, this is the phone charger, which I mean it's fine because you're hiding your phone, you know, as you probably should, but this guy's in the way. So you have your, you know, you put your phone in and then you can't get it out. Like it slips in, and then trying to pull it out, you run into this, and I don't know. It's just, I feel like it's a little bit of an oversight. But my phone does fit in there nicely. This thing doesn't like pop up or anything. It just, and I wish that was USB-C, but I mean, these are just like little things. So one thing that I do not like about auto stop start is that, let's say that you're here and you're trying to, you know, get out of the hole quickly. It doesn't really like it. Auto start, like I was on it a little bit. The guy behind me even beeped at me. Oh shit. I don't know if you guys heard that. If you have one window open, you get some weird f***ing reverberation. Like, it was like, blah, 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 blah. It was nuts. At about like 45 miles per hour, you get that reverberation, even with both windows down. Definitely not a fan. I found something I really don't like about how this transmission does things. So if you're drifting forward in neutral, you have to hit the brake in order to get into gear, which I don't think it should be doing that. I think if you're going forward, it should be able to go into gear. Like, watch this. So I'm going to drift forward off the brake. So now it's drifting forward. I can't put it in gear. Like, fuck. Now I'm in gear. Now that I've hit the brake. Like, I don't like it. There's some quirkiness to this. That should have been able to go into gear. Also, in terms of my dislikes, I don't like how the trunk doesn't have a button to open it. So, like under most trunks that are actuated by whatever, not a key actuated, there's usually a button that you can hit and it'll pop the trunk open, but not on this guy, which is weird for, $50,000 car. It's not like this does it. There's nothing. And then I just see that's how you would open up like some stuff, but nope, not this. So you got to take out your key fob and hit that. Got to hold it. The trunk itself isn't bad. The trunk itself has a decent bit of space. Like this thing is what was rattling, and it looks like you can take this thing out. So I would probably take it out if that gets annoying. It's got a nice sound system there. You can see the speakers there. The sound system's really nice. I don't want to play anything because I don't want to be demonetized, but it is nice. Seems like it's lacking a little bit of bass, but that's okay. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Damn it. Yeah, here we go. One finger. Should I raise them? So in sport mode, the auto stop start turns off. Thank God. Okay, let's see what this puppy does. 0 to 60. Not bad. The acceleration of the Supra is actually not too bad. Honestly, I think after all this time, it could be better, but it's fun. It's a good driver's car. Like that acceleration is not slow by any means, but I guess fast is relative, and so some of the other cars that we test are way faster in factory form. So it's a little disappointing that you put the Supra name on this. I guess, in terms of power potential. The interior noise of the Supra at like 80 miles per hour is a little on the excessive side, I think. For a $50-some-thousand Toyota, I kind of expect more, but at the same time, it is a sports car, so you tend to get some of that. But, yeah, the interior noise is... I don't know what the hell's going on, but listen to that. Yeah, I mean that's a bit excessive interior noise, but the road kind of sucks too. But it's not a luxury car. So she's got auto sensing wipers. And it's funny, if you put it down, auto goes off. But here, on. Crazy, right? For auto on, it's sure kind of missing the rain here. I kind of expect the windshield wipers to get this. What the fuck? There we are. This is as fast as the windshield wipers move. Honestly, it's not very fast. I like it when my windshield wipers are like flinging everything out of the way. And this is just like, I'm pushing fast. One thing I noticed about this car, there's not a lot of space to put things. Like, the center console doesn't open up. And the what is available on the front of the center console is for your phone. And it's very awkward to put your phone in and take your phone out. And like the shifter's in the way, the lighter's in the way. There's a lot of stuff that's in the way from putting your phone there or anything there. So I don't know. The storage space of this car, minus the trunk. The trunk's really nice. The storage space of this car kind of sucks. And there is a little cubby like right there. Like, what the hell are you gonna throw in there? Like, what are you gonna throw in there? Like your change purse or something. That's all that is. It's weird. The car does drive really, really nice. It is very comfortable. I got loads of lumbar support here. Seat, like, oh my god, the bolsters go in and out. Like, bolsters are hugging me. It just lets me know how fat I am because I can't go in all the way. We're on a highway that's, the speed limit is 70 miles per hour. It tells you that it's 70 miles per hour, which is really cool. But it does have adaptive cruise control, so I can bump that buddy up to 100 miles per hour. Look at that. It says that we should be going 100 miles per hour in cruise control, but because there's a big ass truck in the way, it's not. So adaptive cruise control will bring the car to a full stop and let it start going again. My wife's Volkswagen Atlas, for instance, will come to a full stop with the adaptive cruise control, but you have to have driver input to start again. So I think that's kind of cool. Like, if you're in stop and go traffic, this adaptive cruise control that's on the Toyota here might be really handy. So check it out. Here we go. It's coming to a stop, and we're stopped. Oh, it did stop. Let's see. Oh, and it turned back on. Wow, that adaptive cruise control is pretty f***ing cool. You can see she's got blind spot alert. That's that orange triangle. I also figured out how to put the lane steering on. This is crazy. Like, the steering will, like, turn itself as we're going off the road. Look at that. Beep. I'm not touching that thing. It just it driving itself. This Supra is just, look at this. Bloop. Uh-oh, take over. In normal mode, the shifts are a little soft. It's okay. Sport mode, they're much more crisp. Ooh, it downshifted. It did some fun things. Not bad. Definitely more crisp. So we have this fancy sport display here. Look at that. Punch it. It's kind of funny. Okay, give it a rev. Okay, now hit sport mode. Woo! So your fancy Supra here gets a Bmw engine. Turbo straight six. Thank God that they're sticking with the straight six. This one has potential. I don't know if it has as much potential as the 2JZ, but the BMW straight six definitely has potential in terms of souping it up. Even using a piggyback, and you can even use that fancy Extreme DI setup, the Extreme DI fuel pump, in order to get that high pressure fuel system taking it to the next level. So the car has been averaging what looks to be upper 20s. That's a little bit of beating on it, but mostly just cruising on the highway. And it seems like we settle somewhere in the mid 30s for actual gas mileage on the highway, and not messing around like at all. So that's pretty good. This is a quick sports car that gets good gas mileage. I say about this car lacking some power, but my perspective is skewed. I will tell you that this thing hooks and books and goes, and it gets up there pretty quick. For most people, this is more than enough power, and for a lot of people, this is just way too much power because they suck. So there she goes. Look at that. I had a very fun time. Just wonderful. I can't believe $167 a day I got to drive that. So now my trip's coming to an end, and I really did enjoy my time with the Supra, but it's probably not a car that I would end up owning, just because I think that at that price point, I'd spend a little bit more money and hop into a C7 or a C8 now that they're coming out, and I think that I'd just really enjoy that more. I still don't like the back end of the Supra. The front end I can live with. The amenities I do really like, but there are some quirkinesses. Quirky. There's some quirks to the car that I just don't enjoy, and I think it's a good car. I think that if it was at a lower price point, like $45,000, it would be a really good deal. But right now, I think they're trying to capitalize on the name. I don't think they're doing themselves any luck. And yeah, so if I had to do it, I'd probably pass on the Supra, but I don't think it's a bad car. I think on the used market, if they come down in price, I think it's going to be a wonderful buy. Okay, guys, thanks for watching today's video. We'll see you on the next one, and have yourself a Merry Christmas. Adios.